Okay, so I wanted to let everyone know exactly what happened today. My 13-year-old, eighth grade grandson got into a fight at the school. He goes to eighth grade. He's in eighth grade. That's all I'll say about the school. And he was basically assaulted. And the night before, the boy actually bumped into him. And when Michael, well, I better say my grandson, turned around to say to him, hey, watch what you're doing, the guy made a comment like, what you gonna do about it, bitch? So Michael walked away. Michael did the right thing. He walked away. He got on the school bus and he headed home. So today, the boy takes it one step further. The boy actually corners Michael in a small hallway and basically gets up in his face, screaming and yelling at him about him bumping into him yesterday. And my grandson, in the position that he's in, is basically you either fight this guy or you try to walk away, although from the video that I saw, I don't think he had much of an opportunity to walk away. The boy was in his face, and he was basically getting very, very aggressive with my grandson. And my grandson stood his ground and basically defended himself. Now, the school district has a different policy on fighting in school. I understand that. The problem is, in the real world, when you have an opportunity to defend yourself and you are afraid and you feel threatened, you don't just walk away from that. Because if you can't walk away from that, you have to defend yourself. And that's how it is. In the real world, you defend yourself. So, I got a call from the principal who tells me that she has asked every student who videotaped the fight to show her their phone, show her the videotape, and she forcefully has them delete the video of the fight. Luckily for me, my grandson had already received a copy of that videotape on our phone while we were at the hospital getting stitches in his lip. So I had already seen the video before I got the phone call from the principal. And yes, he got 12 stitches in his lip. And we were at the hospital for about 2 hours. And I thought that was a really interesting story that the principal of the school would call me and tell me that she made every student who videotaped on their phones the fight, she made them delete that video. Luckily for me, I already had a copy of the video. Now, the end result is my grandson was suspended for 5 days. I'm okay with his suspension. What I just thought was a really interesting story was her admission to me that she made every student who videotaped that fight delete that video. And luckily for me, I already had a copy of it. So it was fine. If she has that kind of authority to make these students, oh, I'm sure she doesn't pay their phone bill, but to make those students delete that video off of their phones, which she does not pay their bill, I thought that was a really interesting story. It's just very interesting that these people just think they can do whatever they want. But the truth is, my grandson had no choice. He is accepting his punishment. He got 12 stitches in his lip. He got 5 days suspension from school. But if you're one of these people who don't teach your children to defend themselves when they're accosted, I'm not saying fighting in school is the right thing to do, but if you're being bullied by somebody, and there were 2 incidences where this young man accosted my grandson. I'm not saying my grandson is innocent, he is not. But I don't believe that children should not protect themselves if they feel threatened, and that's exactly the way I feel about what happened today. So, the moral of the story is, in the real world, your children need to know and understand that if you feel threatened, you damn well better protect yourself. You better do everything you can to protect yourself. And this other student was the aggressor in the situation. I saw the video. I was there when they put the 12 stitches in his lip. And as far as I'm concerned, my grandson did exactly what he was supposed to do by defending himself. And I'm sorry that the school doesn't want your children to know that they're supposed to defend themselves in the real world. But we took our punishment. We're taking our lumps. And my grandson's going to be just fine. So, wish I could share the video with you, but it has just way too many minors in it. But a lesson to be learned is you need to teach your children. If you feel threatened by somebody and you don't have an out, and he did not have an out, there was nowhere for him to go, period. If you don't have an out, you protect yourself. And that's the end of the story. Protect yourself. We'll take our punishment. It'll take him a week to heal with these 12 stitches in his lip. But I think my grandson made the right decision. This was a big boy. He protected himself the best way he could, and yesterday he tried to walk away, and this boy absolutely refused to let him walk away. Parents, teach your children. Protect yourself. Defend yourself. Do not let someone assault you while you stand there and take it, because that's bullcrap. Teach your children to protect themselves. Peace. We'll see you next time.